Hi guys, it's me Danielle Danibuttons and I'm back today with a coloring challenge video. If you are new to my coloring challenges, I have a bunch of prompts on tiny pieces of paper that will help me either pick a page or a medium or a theme or things like that, and then we will color them together. I'm down to 5 prompts. I might mix my everybody back together soon. I don't know if I'll get through all 5 because this doesn't feel very fun to pick from. Shuffling with my eyes open, and then I will close my eyes to pick. Are we ready? Are we ready? Okay. This one. Color a title page. Hooray! Okay, I'm gonna have to turn the video off and see what I got and come back. Also, I'm trying to remember, I always like the idea of making my thumbnail be the page like blank, and then color it in so you like know what page I'm gonna do, but it'll be a surprise what it looks like. But I never remember to take that picture, so hopefully today I do. Be right back. Okie dokie, that was actually harder than I was expecting. I was thinking name page, but no, title page. So a lot of books that I have don't even have title pages, or they'll have just like a teeny tiny doodle. So what I did find was Whimsical World 4, Fairies, Mermaids, Animals, Flowers, and Cuteness Galore by Molly Harrison. And our title page is just a miniature version of one of the pages inside, but that's gonna work. I almost picked some of the other ones. I was thinking of turning this into a whole different challenge and doing as many little name or title page doodles as we could, but I think I'm going to go here, and I think I'm going to try, I don't really do this very often, to base this all out in my Towtree markers and then to go back and shade with color pencils. That is the goal. We will see if that is what ends up happening here, but I have my Towtrees next to me. Oops. And I think this is a pretty good like transition page from summers to falls. Sorry, I'm shaking my protein drink. All right, let's zoom in on our picture. Sorry, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle a little bit. Should be good. Taking a sip of said protein drink that I just shook all up. And then we will get started. I don't know why I did that. Okay. So, also, I have new nails on. I ended up doing some of the, like, press-on Kiss brand because my thumbnail is breaking at about here on my actual finger, and that's too low and painful, and I don't want that. So I've stuck these guys on, and I love them a lot. I miss getting my nails professionally done after seeing these, so we will see. All right, let's jump into it, and then we can get back to chatting. I don't have a plan. I want it to be daytime. What's the lightest blue we have? Let's just go for it. Does this mean it's dead? Why do I have tape around this? Usually that means it's dying. That's weird. Let's do a different color because I'm concerned about that. Maybe blue-gray. Obviously this makes it a little bit darker, but I think it should still be okay because we're transitioning from summer to fall, right? So how's everybody doing? We had Ida visit us, but I guess we got off really lucky. I feel like, so Hurricane Ida apparently hit Louisiana and then just like traveled all across all the states and really did a number on New Jersey, and it was a surprise. So I didn't really hear anything about it until it was upon us. Is that a leaf? I think so. But we just got really bad rain, and we lost power for about 4 or 5 hours at night. And now in our current house, we don't have a basement, which I'm positive our old house must have flooded because it would flood for much lighter storms than that. So I assume they got it pretty bad, which is unfortunate, but places in New Jersey apparently had tornadoes And oh, so this looks sloppy, but we're gonna fix it later, so we're not worried. Yeah, they had tornadoes and like ridiculous flooding, like up through the windows type flooding. And it was crazy because I feel like, at least where I was, we had no real warning, and it's over in one day. Because when we had Hurricane Sandy, we were waiting for that for a really long time, and I thought it rained for like multiple days. Like I thought we were really in the thick of it for a few days, and we personally, for Sandy, lost power for I think 9 days. So 5 hours is much better than 9 days. What was weird though is it was only like 6 houses, because like I obviously was looking out the window to see if our neighbors, my neighbor right next to us, he had a flashlight going, he definitely had it. But then our neighbors on the other side, they had power the whole time. So then I was like, what the heck? So we looked at our back window, and the neighbors behind us directly didn't have it, but the neighbors next to them did. So it was like a 6-house block of us that lost power, and it was really weird. But I don't, obviously, very lucky to just lose power, but I wish it was during the daytime and not at night. But luckily it wasn't long enough to like even ruin any food or anything. We just kept the fridge closed and it's all good. I hope, because we've been eating that food, so. But yeah. And then the next day it was like a nice 75 degrees. Sun was shining. It was nuts. We went on our noodle walk and there was like mud everywhere. But again, our area, very lucky. So hopefully if you were maybe from Louisiana, you're all good. Or other places affected. But we're good. It was just surprising. I might actually get to swim on Sunday. I hope so. I love swimming, and that's like, I miss it. That's the only thing I don't like about my house, is there is no way to put in a pool. We tried, or we looked into it, I should say, because we were even going to get an above ground pool, which is not the same and not as ideal. But there is no space. It's really sad because we actually have like a double. All right, so I'm sure people that live in rural areas at all, or people that live in cities, have no idea what I'm talking about. But here in the suburbs, we all have our nice little plot, and we have a double length driveway, so you could like fit 2 cars behind each other in the driveway. Because of that, we have a super long front yard and a super short backyard. And that sucks because we can't get a pool back there because it would be too close to property lines. So if only we could like switch and our front yard was our backyard, we could definitely fit a pool in the front yard, but that's just not allowed in general. So no pool for me, but I'm hopefully going to get to go to the pool on Sunday. It's just sad because now we're kind of like not as hot as it has been, but if I get to swim, I'm going to swim. So I will keep you updated, probably in like Wednesday's video, if I got to go swimming. Okay, I'm going to do all of the centers of my flowers in brown, I think. And again, I'm pretty much winging it today, especially with the idea that I'm gonna shade. I always say that, and then I'm like, oh, I like it like it is, and then I stop. So we will see. I don't want to make promises. But the idea is there will be shading done. So. What else is going on? Nothing. Everything. I don't know. Do you think that's supposed to be the moon? I guess it could be the sun. Because if it's the moon, I didn't do the right colors here. It's about to be the sun. Yeah, even like this is maybe a third of a size of a regular page, half size, I don't know, smaller than a regular page, and I'm still using my chisel tip because I'm a lazy colorist. I don't have time for the fine nib. Unless I absolutely have to. In some cases, should I? Yes, probably. This is super dark. Darker than I was expecting, but that's okay. Also, I have to cough. Oh no. 1 second. Sorry, okay. Alright, so I want to do like pinks and oranges for our flowers. Maybe I will do 2 shades in the background and then do her on a pink flower. Probably. Yes. Yes, there we are. What else is going on? Oh yeah, I keep getting new books. I think everybody is coming out with all their like fall stuff, which of course is going to lead to their Christmas stuff. And that's going to lead to me buying all the books. And I don't want to be buying all the books, but of course, yes, I do. So I don't know. I want to be finishing off stuff too. It's hard. I'm buying tons of color by number. Of course, it is my favorite. So I want to like finish off color by number. That is too dark. And it's hard because I'm like, oh, I have to finish off the original ones, but then I'm not doing the new ones. It's a whole weird thing. So we will see what we do. I should be finishing Tender Mandalas very soon, and that's obviously a pretty new one. So that's exciting, I guess. Is it? It's happening. I still want to make it a goal to like focus on 1 book a month, but I don't know how reasonable that is. Especially like as I film more, which I'm back at it. I'm doing it this month. You can't stop me. No, I've decided to like give myself a much stricter schedule for filming, and I know that probably sounds counterintuitive, but I think I was getting overwhelmed because I was like, oh, I should just be filming all the time. But no, I should be filming within my set schedule, and that's it. I hope. That's the new aim. So we will see how this works. But if it does work, that should mean lots of videos from me. But lots of like planned coloring. So we'll have to see if I get any like mood coloring in, which I know sounds crazy, but we'll see. We're trying new stuff. I'm coloring over all of the details. It's fine. Also, I hope that you can see anything. I feel like my hand has been like this, hasn't it? Ugh, this is why I get comments that say your hand's in the way. I have to remember. It's hard, especially... Did that help? Yes, it's hard, especially when you're zoomed in. Because it just makes sense. I don't know. Just is. Yeah, hopefully we will have a full schedule of videos this month for September and moving forward. I'm going to try to keep pre-filming, stay ahead of the game. No pressure. Literally, it's okay. But I don't remember if I said this or not. I'm going to start filming December videos like now. So that if I need time off, that's when it's going to happen. Beautiful. All right, I think I'm gonna do the rest of them in an orange. And then I will do my bees in yellow. And then we will see from there. Yeah, I'm like totally covering up this fairy. It should lighten up a little bit as it dries. I feel like I should have more stories. What have I been doing? Christmas. Halloween decorations. Still been buying those. Still waiting for Target's line to drop. It might have by now. I haven't checked. Schools start like today here. So I'm assuming in about a week they'll shuffle out all of the school supplies and start bringing in Halloween if they haven't already. Yeah, yesterday we made the mistake to go to Staples and I was like, wow, it's so crowded. And I was like, oh, school literally starts tomorrow. So that was fun. My dad needed printer ink. So I always go with him to Staples because I'll find something. I ended up getting more glue sticks because they were like $7 off of a $10 pack of glue sticks. Okay. So I really need to get back into my glue booking because I have so many magazines right now under my desk. And I think I just like, I love the part where I get to tear out the images, but then and even the part where I cut them up, but I haven't been doing as much of the gluing down. So now I have like too many images and then I stopped and now I have like too many magazines and then I stopped. So we'll see when I start again. Just gotta do it. I think also having the YouTube schedule will help me to do other things too, because I don't know about anyone else, but when I feel like overwhelmed and like stuck on one task, I almost can't do anything else either. So now if I'm like on a specific schedule, then when I'm not during that time, I should be able to do other things, you know? Cute. Let's do a light yellow for our bumblebees. And our bumble butts. Cute. I'm gonna do the dark brown instead of black because I don't want to completely lose all of this definition. We might anyway, so we will see as it dries. Great. And some green. Green. Let's try this one. I'm just gonna do everybody in the same green. Everybody not colored is now gonna be this green. Yeah, I definitely am not going to go over with pencils. Ugh, I don't know. I might do her. I might keep her like that. I kind of like it. I might instead just glitter everybody because glitter makes everything better, right? Oh, I know what else I'm working on very, very slowly. Has anyone ever made a t-shirt quilt? I'm attempting my first t-shirt quilt. Basically, Sam and I make Sam hoard many t-shirts that like don't fit or I feel have sentimental value. And he doesn't like hoarding things. He'd rather just get rid of it. So I'm deciding to attempt to make him a quilt. And many of the shirts on his quilt are going to be like old Star Wars shirts that I've bought him over the years. Because every time I see one, I buy it for him. And he's like, leave me be. I don't need 78 Star Wars shirts. I'm like, okay. So we're going to make a quilt. And I just very basically started. I bought my backing fabric. And I cut like the first 6 squares, but it's a work in progress and I'm hoping it will be a Christmas gift. So. Yes, so I don't remember what I was saying. That's fine. I think I'm going to do this teeny border in gold and then the bigger border in like a almost red to keep going with our colors, but is red too much? Probably. Maybe like another shade of yellow. Yeah, let's brighten it back up. I think we got a little too fall up in here. So I'm gonna not worry about going over our inner line because the gold will go right over it. And then we are going to glitter everything and see how that goes. To minimize edges, I just go back and forth and keep both edges wet as if we can. If I go outside the lines completely, I can always clean it up with a white gel pen. I can see myself going outside the lines. I did forget to Snapchat my cousins. Sorry, I always am unable to talk during a long portion of alcohol markering. And I'm shaking the whole table. We just gotta get it done. All right, outside the lines a bunch, that's fine. Let's get out our bucket of glitter and start from there. Let's do it. Bucket of glitter, where are we at? My new cart organization is pretty good. Except it's so Tetrised in there that I have to like take bunches of stuff out to get to other bunches of stuff. So usually I reserve Sparkle Pop for special times, and I feel as if this is one of those times. So I'm going to use the gold Sparkle Pop to do our border. Ooh, baby. You can tell on camera that we're using Sparkle Pop, right? Hold on. I'm about to cry. Let me see something. Don't move. Did that do anything? Hopefully not. Hopefully it was already nice and clear. Yeah, I'm still on my first set of Sparkle Pops because I refuse to use them. Also, I really only like the gold or silver, so I'll probably just buy more of those. I don't like the dual metallic. I just want one color. So, I don't know. In very few instances do I actually want both colors. But these are like, the sparkle is unmatched, so it's hard. I mostly will use these in journaling. Can we tell on camera? But really, what's everybody else up to? Any plans for September? Does everyone like have kiddos back in school? Anyone have fall stuff going on? Fall traditions that are finally coming back? I always want to try new foods this time of year. So we will see how that goes. I always like trying new pumpkin stuff. See, so pumpkin spice. I've always loved pumpkin things, but I don't really like pumpkin spice because I feel like pumpkin spice is just allspice. So I just like when things are flavored like pumpkins. But I am team pumpkin. I also have apple cider, so I guess I'm also team apple. They're kind of like the battling flavor profiles of fall, right? So I could be either. And also, another controversial opinion, I love some candy corn. It's a good time. You can fight me on it, it's okay. I'm also gonna kind of like dot in my centers of my flowers with the same gold. Dot, 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 dot. Again, I think you can actually see that better on camera than in person at my current angle, so that's good. Dot, 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 dot. I feel like it's a weird move keeping her plain, but I also feel like whatever I do to her is going to just ruin her. So I don't know what I want to do. I'm going to get my glaze pen out for all of my bee wings, though. This is the Glaze Jelly Roll, I guess. Yeah, Jelly Roll is the brand, right? It just says glaze on it. But it is just clear. And this gets super wet, though, so you just have to be careful to not smear it. I mean, if you smear it, it's clear, so it'll just be glossy in more spots, but then your fingers will get sticky. And nobody wants that. I'm gonna do his eyeballs, too. Why not? And I don't know if you can tell on camera again, but it kind of looks a little bit blue when you glob it on. But it will dry down to clear, so do not fear. I think that's more pink flower, but I have no idea what color I used. Oh, I'm gonna wing it and make a mistake. Ready? Oh, that might have been it. Okay, good. I also kind of want to do hers in glaze, but I also would have loved to do hers in the Stardust one. Which I don't know where that one is. Which is just basically the glitter instead of the glaze. Let me test in my bucket before I give up. That's the hard part about like all the one-off supplies. All right, Sam's got to get back on a call. So I might be calling this done. What do we think? I might glitter it up a little and then come back. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for the abrupt leaving, but Sam had a call. So I finished off while we were gone. I'll just run through what I did. I did leave her mostly white. I gave her a rosy little face and I kind of colored her hair. I did both of these with the Brute Ferners. And then I used my metallic Jelly Roll, the pink one, and I did her flowers and her little wings and some of her outfit. Hopefully you're seeing that. And then I also outlined her flower with some glitter. Again, we have the glitter on these flowers and in the centers. And then I kind of outlined our little bee with some yellow. So a nice and simple one. I'm gonna zoom out the tiniest bit. Actually, let's zoom out all the way. So that was our title page challenge. This was exciting because I don't even pay attention to these pages normally. Not many books have them, I discovered. A lot of them do not. A lot of them will just have a teeny tiny little illustration. So I'm happy that we got to do this. And that essentially makes a double. I'm nearly positive this page is in here somewhere else. So that's exciting. If we ever want to do this page again, it should be in here somewhere. And yeah, this is what I thought we were going to do. Look at how good it looks. I love looking at the back the most. So that is it for this challenge today. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end, drop me a bumblebee emoji or the word bumblebee down in the comments. Like this video, comment anything you want, plus our word bumblebee. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm a fun time, and I'll be back in 2 days with something new. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, friends.